really a weapon.
What is going on? What is going on? CBC, Coastal Boxing Club. Your boy Eddie Unsteady here with Chi Ming. What's going on, Chi Ming? What's up, my brother? How's everything,
Eddie,
man?
Eddie, what's up? Testing 1 2. Can you hear me good over there on your end?
I can hear you good.
That's what's up. We doing this from the California coast to the
We are
Gulf
doing
Coast. Feel me?
Orlando, Florida.
This is how we do it from the California coast to the Gulf Coast, baby. This is what we do. From Florida to California. What's good, man? Friday night. This crazy. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of doing Friday nights, but
Right.
because I figure all these motherfuckers will be out somewhere doing something productive or not productive, just out bullshitting and doing whatever the fuck it is that motherfuckers do on Friday night. Me on Friday nights, I don't go out no more. You know, ever since COVID and shit, I don't go out. Fuck that shit. But me on Fridays, the joints just get a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? And just sit home and smoke bigger J's. You feel me?
Relaxing, chillaxing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like that's what it's all about on Friday for me. Like I used to be that dude, we used to go out back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Little Friday night, little Saturday, something. But ever since COVID, hell no, I ain't got no time for nobody.
Eddie, I got time for that.
Hell no, I ain't nobody got time for that shit. So yo, man, all
Big
right,
thing.
before we start getting into stuff and shit, right? I gotta ask you, did you double back and follow up and find out about did Cruz make weight for the fight with Gamboa?
I will be honest with you. I haven't really seen anything on that aspect at all.
Nothing came up. I'm about to try to
Nothing.
look up something real fast because it was funny. I remember we were talking earlier. You know what I'm saying? And we had found out that this knucklehead didn't make weight. So like, you know what I'm saying? He don't make weight. And they told him they gave him an hour. So let's see where we at.
Yeah, so to me,
Yeah,
I don't know, like
I'm checking it out now. Looks like everything's good to go. I mean, I'm not seeing anything like, I mean, if anybody's watching or whatever, like right now, I'm just seeing it just looks like everything's a go. So, and regardless, I mean, the fight would still happen. You know what I'm saying?
I doubt. To be honest, I doubt he even he shut that pound.
No, he got down. He got down to 134.75. He got down.
134. Okay,
Yep,
okay.
he got down. Because remember, he was at what, 136 earlier?
136 and a quarter, I believe.
Yeah,
136.8
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
or
at least he went
136.
and at least he went and got it done. You know what I'm saying? Went and got that taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Went and shedded that weight. You know what I'm saying? That's just
So,
like, come on, man. Like
like
I know it's tough to make weight training and everything like that. But if you trying to, the one thing I would hate is for somebody to take a piece of my purse and then beat the shit out of me. That would suck. Like I would hate to go into the ring and get into a fight with a whole nother grown man and have to give him a piece of my check because of the fact that I wasn't,
I wasn't
me
ready
and my
for the
me and my camp wasn't ready to fucking do the damn thing. Like that's just really crazy. I just don't see the logic in that. That should just be the extra incentive to want to make weight. It should just be the extra incentive. Like, yo, I ain't trying to give up this fight. I'm not trying to lose. I'm not trying to lose this fight. I'm not trying to lose this chicken. You know what I'm saying? Some guys be getting stripped of titles and all that. Like, really, bro? Like, what's going on? But I don't know, man. Maybe if he struggled to make weight, it was either because he didn't take this fight very seriously, or it's just maybe he just ain't, maybe he should move up. But yeah, I just before we started getting into, I just wanted to double check and see if that had if anything had materialized from that whole thing with him not making weight. But I just found out that he clocked in at 134.75 pounds. So everything's good to go with that. All right, well, that's just one of the fights on the card, man. We're just doing this thing real quick to you know what I'm saying, just basically like go down like some of the stuff that's going on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's a big night. Ugas versus Spence. The card is stacked from top to bottom. This should be good. This should be a good, entertaining card. Good quality fights, good fighters.
This is one that you guys really should tune into, and it is one of those that is pay-per-view quality.
Pay-per-view quality. Define that for me, good brother. Let me holler at me and let me know what you mean by pay-per-view quality. Tell the good people.
Pay-per-view quality. What I mean by pay-per-view quality, I'm talking about stacked to bottom, like what you were just saying, from the beginning of the card to the end of the card. It's not only just the main card that is popping. You want to get people what they pay for, so give them a good fight. Not only the main card should be popping, the co-main should be popping, and so forth with the rest of the card. And not only that is popping, you got this unification bout that's going down. On top of it, you got Gamboa and Cruz going at it. Come on, like what else can you ask for? This knockout's bound to happen in this card.
Yeah, man. When I think of pay-per-view worthy, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I don't think is pay-per-view worthy. Tank Davis every time he fight pay-per-view. That's for starters. Like, come on, y'all. Let's be real. Y'all already know that Tank Davis fights don't be pay-per-view worthy. They are Showtime Championship boxing at best. You know what I'm saying? But this in particular is pay-per-view worthy. And it ain't like Eddie elaborated on, it ain't just because of the main card. It ain't just because of the co-main event and the main event. They made sure that when you buy this pay-per-view, for the true boxing fans out there, you're going to be glued to your TV a little bit earlier than most of the casual fans, because the casual fans, you know how it go. They'll fall in around the main event, co-main event. But the diehards, there's 6 great fights on the card that you're going to want to sit down and get your reefer and get your refreshments on early, because you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be moving back and forth to the kitchen and the bathroom a little bit earlier than normal, but you got 6 good ass fights. The one I wanted to talk about real quick is the Cruz Gamboa fight. Now, when I saw the weigh-in, Cruz, he didn't make weight, and Gamboa just didn't look like he wanted to be there. I mean, you saw the weigh-in, right?
Gamboa kind of looked like he wasn't really interested, especially on that.
Yeah, it was just like he just was like, man, you know what? He just had that I'm here for a check type thing going on for me. That was just me though. You know what I mean? I don't know, but he just didn't look interested at all. He looked like he just like, I'm here. We're gonna do this. Yeah, whatever. Weigh in. I done this a bunch of times. I know what this is. He didn't look real interested, and of course, Cruz didn't make weight. Do you think
it could also mean like this might be one of his, towards his end of his career type shit,
Well, I think if he loses, I mean, what else are we doing here?
Right. Cut the check.
Like you're not if you can't beat this guy, you're not a contender anymore. I think he ain't been a contender for years. Um, I think his ship sailed when he fought Terrence Crawford. Like I haven't seen anything. I mean, he gave Tank Davis a nice little run for a hot little minute, but I mean, this is it. Like what? Like this is it, bro. Like come on, cuz. Like seriously, what else is going on? What is he doing? Let's see.
When he came out, he was like, you know, he was something. He was a prospect at first.
Who? Gamboa?
Yeah.
No, listen, Gamboa. What the problem I think with Gamboa was is that when he was in his prime, when he was in his heyday, it just wasn't no fights or no money at like 126. You know what I'm saying? So you go up to 130, you know what I'm saying? And then you go up to 135. He's had fight. He fought all the way as high as 140. He just is constantly trying to find the money, like to be able, you know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like to me. Like when he was at his best, though, he couldn't make no real money. He was beating people, and he was supposed to beat them, in my opinion. Like he didn't beat anybody at 126 that he wasn't supposed to beat. When he started bouncing around in weight classes is when shit started getting funny. He's hurt a lot. There's just a lot with him. He's talented as hell, though. I remember when he first came out, I really did think that he was gonna smoke something. I thought he was gonna be something. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't saying that he ain't done nothing, because he's had a solid career. But I just feel like the last 5 years it just ain't been what it could have been. You know, he's basically been somebody for the top guys to beat on. You know, and the one thing about the fight that I like is that I don't think Cruz is a world beater. So like I don't think he's that dude. Like he fought valiantly, he fought good against Tank Davis, but I don't think I think they fight 5 times. Tank Davis beat him 5 times. I just don't see him being able to beat any of the top guys at 135. I mean, you might be able to make some money because you're good enough. You built your name up to, you know, because you fought good against Tank, so you can go ahead on out there and get you some fights. You know what I'm saying? Because the guys probably look at you as just like one of them gatekeeper-ish type of guys. I don't see him as world class. So I think that if Gamboa wants to still keep going on in his career and possibly, you know, maybe be in a title fight sometime somewhere down the line, take advantage of beating this guy. I don't think he's gonna beat him, but I think that of the last few opponents that I've seen him get in the ring with, this is the ripest opponent for him to win. He could beat Cruz. I'm not saying he will, but he can. He can beat this guy because I don't think he's a world class fighter. I think he's a good, tough fighter with a lot of heart and limited skills. But I do believe that if Gamboa wants to continue his career as being a top flight contender in anywhere from like 130, 135, 140, he's gonna have to win this fight. I mean, maybe a good showing might help him out a little bit. It might. A good showing could possibly help him, but I feel like he can win this fight if he dig in and do what he got to do. I'm not predicting him to win it, but I feel like this is one of his best chances to do it. So the weigh-in, it just showed me a little bit of something, and I hope he don't bring that kind of attitude into the ring, because I personally don't think this should be the co-main event either. So I think the Butayev fight, his name is pretty. I'm sorry if I'm just killing his name, but I think the Butayev Snois fight is better. I think that should be the co-main. Like, but I know why. I mean, it's a name game, so I get it. You know, Cruz got him a little name for the Tank fight, and Gamboa has a name. So I get it, but it's not a better fight. It's just not, plain and simple. But I get the name game and I get the money game, so That's how you put butts in the seats when you put names. When you can, because some people want to come see a fight with a main event, and sometimes the undercard don't. If the undercard ain't enough, you ain't gonna sell it. Like you might have to have a couple people that be like, yo, you know what? I'll go see him, or I'll go see her. I'll go see them fight. You know what I mean? You have to add that, and they've done that, and then some with this card. They've kept everybody interested. The Crawley fight with Lopez is good. We get this, a lot of people might not know. I mean, I know a lot of people know about Lopez. Lopez gonna bring it, but I think he's just gonna be punching bag. I don't think he's gonna really do much, but that's just me. I think my man Eddie was saying that he like Lopez chances for the upset.
Why not? I mean, shit. I mean, I think it's possible. I think that would be an upset. Fuck around Gamboa was the one that would be like, oh shit. I
Oh
mean,
man, that's a
then
bit.
that would be like, oh shit, like damn, no one seen that shit coming.
Well, I don't know if you heard me. When you got cut off, I was trying to say that Gamboa, if he wants to keep going on in his career and try to be like a contender of some type, this is the fight that you got to win. And this is a fight. I'm not saying that he can, but of his last few opponents, let's be real. Who did you have? Did you give him a chance against any of his last few opponents?
No, not at all.
All right.
No,
Okay.
maybe
I
against
give.
10. Maybe against
Oh,
10. Just,
why?
just, just because he, he kind of sold me when he got that kind of like that Mike Tyson little action going on. But besides that, no.
Well,
At
he
the time it did.
yeah, okay, well, he hasn't been the favorite in any fight in years. And I'm not saying he's the favorite in this one, but I think that he could beat Cruz because of Cruz's skill level. I don't think he's as good as people put him out there to be. I think he's tough, and I think he's game. Now he gonna bring it, but I think he's the least skilled out of the last few guys that Gamboa lost to. So this is your chance, bruh. If you want to keep cashing them checks without getting your head slapped up, because that's all I seem to see. It's like right now, to me, in my mind, Gamboa, you a check chaser. So show me that you're not that, and go out there and take a chance and try to beat this guy instead of getting beat on. That shit crazy, man. I'm a prideful man. Like I'm not gonna go into no boxing ring just to get a check. That just don't make sense to me, man. My body is too precious for that. If I'm willing to risk my life, no, man. I'm not just saying, oh, I'm fighting, I get paid. Oh, I go in there half-assed and bullshit. No, we're not doing that. So I just hope that he would go in there and bring it. You know what I mean?
Oh, hopefully he can bring everything he got. He bring his A1 game. No fucking fuckeries.
I mean, I think he's gonna lose. I'm picking Cruz in a decision. I got him unanimous. You know what I'm saying? I got him unanimous. I think that the
This is
way the
gonna be
fight might go. Go ahead, good sir. What you say?
a 10 rounder fight.
Yeah, it's a 10 rounder.
I got it going down. I got it going down in the seventh knockout. Yeah, I got it
Cruz.
going for Cruz. Yeah.
Um, I want to predict. I want to call Cruz with a K, but for some reason, I feel like if Gamboa is the regular if the Gamboa that I've seen the last few years is what is going to come in there. Once Cruz starts to set the tone in the first few rounds, I get this weird feeling that Gamboa is just going to run and try to survive. So he can keep his checks going. Because if he gets starched, then ain't nobody gonna want to fucking sign him no more. Ain't nobody gonna want to give him no more money if he goes out there and he gets starched. But if he stays into the fight, you know what I mean, and he actually, maybe even if he say, hey, I didn't get knocked out, so where's the next check? If he goes into, that's why I think it'll go Cruz will win unanimous if that happens. Because Gambo going to defense mode and he just running, but not throwing no punches and just trying to get out of there without getting knocked out and getting stopped. But that's why I'm picking unanimous decision. I want to say Cruz going to knock him out. I want to, but I'm not. So you got Cruz in the 7th?
I got Cruz in the 7th.
All right. So what's the next fight on the card you want to talk about, man? Let's go.
Oh man, let's talk about the main card. What do you think? What do you think? How both guys looks in phenomenal shape. I could tell you that.
Ugas and Spence?
Yes.
Whoa, bruh. Yeah, they both
Look like
both
they're
look
in
ready.
shape.
Of course, being in shape don't mean shit.
Exactly, it doesn't.
It don't mean shit. I've seen people online like, damn, Spence look fucking crazy. He's gonna kill shit. We don't know what it could be. Like, he looked great. So does Ugas. I'm just ready for this fight. And I'm gonna tell you, since the last time we streamed, I've had some kind of different little thoughts on things. If Spence gets back to being Spence, I'm talking about with the jab and the body punching being the main thing. If that's what he tries, if he's the aggressive old Earl Spence,
no one can beat Spence.
Then this fight could be over early. I'm not saying early, but it could be over before 12 rounds. He could stop Ugas if he go off like the way that he used to go off. Now, if he fights like the way when we were talking, I was saying I got a funny feeling that Spence ain't gonna fight like that. I got a funny feeling Spence is gonna fight to win, but he's not gonna fight to knock him out. That's not the way he's gonna rock out with this one.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just feel like he's gonna fight in the outside, use his range, use the jab, use combinations, stick and move.
Exactly. He's not going to in the mix and exchange combination with the man. No.
Nah. I think he don't want to do that because he learned from Sean Porter. The fight with Sean Porter. The dude legit, before Sean Porter, I was just thinking, going back, yo, when is he really he don't really be losing rounds like that. The dude really be smothering shit. He really be fucking shit up out here. He be doing his numbers. And the Porter fight was the last time I really actually seen him lose some rounds. It's been a long time. I don't want to.
Do you think this is going to be one of those fights that he might lose a couple rounds?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it'll be more of.
It'd be too close to call.
No, yeah, I just think it's going to be a close fight. Period. If Spence fights the way that he fought against Garcia, both of them. If he fights like he fought against the Garcias, he can win, no problem. But if we want to see a show, I don't know. I think it'll still be a fun, entertaining fight, a great boxing match. But I'm telling you, don't nobody want to see that body snatcher Earl Spence, man. If he come out there like that, if he come out there like he was back before the accident, you know what I'm saying? If he come back like that, it's just gonna be a problem. Straight like that, it's just gonna be a problem. No, it's tomorrow. Fight's tomorrow.
No, the fight is tomorrow. La pelea es mañana en la noche.
Yeah, man.
It's like it's gonna be real close to call.
I think it's going to be a close fight, but like I said, if it goes like I said, if Spence fight like he did against the Garcias, then I think it'll be a close fight that I will give
Probably
Spence.
watch tomorrow. We're gonna have a little watch party and a little commentary.
Yeah. For those watching, everybody's watching. If we're gonna have a commentary. We're gonna try to do our little thing. Probably we're gonna try to log in and sign in around about the Butiev fight, and then we're gonna go from there. We'll probably get the Butiev fight, and then the Cruz fight, and then the Ugas Spence fight. But yeah, man, it's going down tomorrow. Like I'm so geeked. This fight just makes me feel good about like with the way the season is lining up with boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got all these great quality fights coming up. Conor Benn is fighting the dude. Look, I be messing up sometimes. I know a lot about this shit, but I don't be going back and looking at shit. I try to do everything off the top of my head. I'm weird like that. I think I'm on the spectrum.
Yeah, we got the zone card fighting too.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. And if
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken, Conor Benn is about to fight somebody that I saw Errol Spence trash. If anybody's watching, what's the dude's name? Vander Heel or whatever that dude. I don't remember his name.
Van Dan something. Van Dan Heeden or something like that.
Yeah, Vander Heeden or whatever like that. If I'm not mistaken, I swore Earl Spence cleaned him up one time, and it was like really, really filthy.
Was
like
Ugas
Conor
when
Benn.
Pac-Man Lucky?
Wait a minute, hold on. What was the question, cuz?
Was Ugas win versus Pacquiao luck?
Hell no. Hell no. Even though we didn't pick it, but see, we was thinking we would see the Keith Thurman Pacquiao, and he was long gone. That wasn't no. I don't consider what you think. I don't think it was luck. I think Ugas fought a fucking fire ass fight. To be honest with you, I thought he fought brilliantly.
I mean, I think he fought a way a person is supposed to fight coming in with what 3 weeks notice.
No, more like 2.
There you go. There you
I don't
go.
think it was luck. I don't think it was luck. I also believe a younger Pacquiao gives him a harder time, but it's not a younger Pacquiao. It was the Pacquiao that came in the ring, and he looked slow. For the first time, I can say Pacquiao looked slow. And going back watching that fight again, there was a lot of flurries that Pacquiao was just humming them at Ugas' head. They weren't even connecting. I mean, he hit Ugas a couple times with some good shots. It was a close fight in some aspects. In some rounds, Pacquiao looked good, but going towards the end of the fight, Ugas was going away with that shit. Like, it looked like Pacquiao was like, man, please, can we get the hell out of here?
Right? Yeah. Basically.
So, no, I don't think that was luck at all, man. I thought that was a great win for Ugas, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here, you know? The only thing I think, though, I wonder, the one thing I wonder, cuz, like, what if Spence fought Pacquiao?
It wouldn't have been a different Pacquiao. Would have been like Pacquiao would have went all out.
No, so wait a minute. So you think Pacquiao would have beat Earl Spence?
No. But I think maybe his heart wasn't into it because he was training for For
Spence.
that's my opinion. You know, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. I feel
No,
like
okay. Well, I feel you. No, I feel what you're saying, cuz.
I feel like if he was supposed to fight the person he was supposed to fight, it would have been different. You know,
I
he
get what
would
you
have
mean.
been going for that belt, what he was so hungry for.
Right, I get what you mean. It's like fighting Spence. I mean, you're fighting the top dog. Like
Hmm.
you beat him. Um, you looked at, people you gonna have to reevaluate. Like where you put Manny at if he fights Errol Spence and he beats him. I just didn't see it happening, man. I just didn't. And one things that bother me, like I always say, man, like people say size don't matter. If it's somebody that's got size and they're talented, it definitely can, you know. And the size differential with Ugas and Pacquiao would kind of be like almost similar to how it would have been with Spence. I just don't. I just didn't. It's just a bad matchup. And that Pacquiao's my guy, one of my favorite fighters of all
I
time.
think we also did say that that was a bad matchup.
Yeah, it's just I was saying it from the jump when we were talking about it. Like I just thought it was a bad matchup, man. Pacquiao started at what 106 or some shit like that.
Exactly. And done move up in weight, all these different weight classes. Mind
Like,
you,
come on, dog. People are
Pacquiao.
getting different.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this, cuz you got a guy running around at 154 that's like 6'6", 6'5". Think about this. Pacquiao beat Margarito. Now, Margarito's like 5'11", 6 feet. Pacquiao beat Margarito at 154. Could you imagine the situation where it would be like Pacquiao would have to fight Fundora? You know how crazy that would look, how weird that would be?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is a
Right.
dude that's 106 coming all the way up to 154, and this guy's all freaky. Like, it's just crazy. Like, he always was small as hell to me at 147. Pacquiao. He always was. So, like, what they used to always do, which is what you kind of didn't have no choice. That's why everybody talked shit about him in the waist because of the catch weights. You feel me? But it was almost like, what is it that you want him to really do? Because damn, I mean, look how small he really is. He's doing everything that he can to get up to these weights. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so like I just feel like it was only a matter of time. Like he was fighting a whole bunch of guys that was his size or close to around his size. Now he stepped up, he did his thing against Margarito, but Margarito just didn't. He wasn't. He ain't had no chance against him. It didn't matter. They could have fought any fucking weight class. You know what I mean? But the fact that he fights at all these little catch weights over his career is because of that. You know what I'm saying? It you got to try to meet him halfway because he's doing the best that he can to make weight. But I just always was thinking, as these guys, people are getting bigger, fighters are getting bigger, and they're using that advantage. They're gaining, they're shedding weight. I mean, losing weight on purpose, intentionally to flex that size down at like 147 and 154. When these guys are definitely big enough, they walk around to be middleweights. They could fucking fight at middleweight, no problem. Earl Spence could probably, I'm almost certain of it. Um,
He said it. He said it. He's like, if the other day I was watching his trainer saying like, if Spence wanted to go up to 150 something, it wouldn't be no problem. Like, like Spence there no Spence fights, spar with heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a problem for him to fight anyone. Like he fight with all these types of fighters. But to sit here and say he's gonna go up to heavyweight and fight in heavyweight, no, he's not. No. But he do spar with heavyweights. Just
okay, a
because,
lot of guys,
And a lot of
A lot
guys
of guys
do.
do. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of guys do. Yo, man, I hate this shit, man. I don't like being on the phone. Oh, thank you. Salute. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you very much for watching the channel.
Thank you.
And you got Spence by split decision. I'm like more like split majority, but yeah, I feel that. Thanks for commenting. Keep on watching, y'all. Keep on watching.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Hopefully,
man, ain't nobody.
hopefully see you tomorrow during the live stream.
Yes, sir. Watch party. Watch party. But yeah, man, these guys are using that advantage. They're going down. You know what I mean? But now, like what it was back in the day was the smaller guys trying to get their weight up to go up. Now the bigger guys are like, you know what? Take advantage. Take advantage. Let's just try to shed weight and fight down there. A lot of guys, you know, and then when you got that happens, you got guys that are 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet tall, fucking around, fighting at 147. And then you got this little guy that comes up from 106, you know what I mean? Or you got these guys that are coming up from like 126, 130, and then they're at 147. Even if they're good as hell, they good little guys don't beat good big guys most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I like this fight, because these two guys are doing that, using that to their advantage. Both Ugas and Spence both float around in 147 because of the fact that they use their size to their advantage. That's why this is a good ass fight to me, because that is all canceled out. You got two guys with size, range, that can fight on the outside and fight on the inside. Can't beat it, man.
Right. So I honestly think tomorrow is gonna be like one of those cards that's gonna be like start from bottom. You're gonna be like, hey, shit, this was a fucking good card. By the time the fucking main event comes on, if this was like a UK fight, the UK's been drunk by the time like before the co-main event came on. They already pissed drunk talking about like I
the co-main event.
before the
What you
co-main
talking
event.
about, man?
I said the Brits will already be drunk before they'll be drunk before the whole fight, the whole card starts.
Man, they've drunk since the weigh-in. What you talking about? Drunk 3 days before the shit even start. Talking about, man.
Like, come on, like they be partying like 3 days before.
Man, they be getting it in, man. Shout out to the UK. Much respect, much love.
Shout out to Dallas, Texas.
But y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all know y'all fucking get it in. Y'all do y'all thing. We do it over here too.
Just to think about, yo, after this week, after this fantastic card, we have White and Fury next week.
Yeah, man.
In the same month.
Yeah. Look, like we said on the last stream, these fights, a lot of these fights have been bubbling for years, that we're seeing just roll out. These fights have been bubbling.
And then when it finally was happen, it's like COVID.
Yeah, that's why all this stuff is happening, because if you notice, it just coincides with the fact that the governments in the world are just starting to just say fuck it and just let people do whatever. So since that's happening, you know, promoters are like, oh, now we don't have to worry about, you know, venues and social distancing restrictions and trying to find a state that's going to let us put in as many people in the building as possible. All that kind of stuff is dead. So now let's just roll out all these good fights that we got lined up because we can do it and we can maximize our dollar. Because in the end, that's really what it's all about. It's all about the money and it's prize fighting. Yes, boxing is a sport, but it's only a sport when you're doing it and you don't get paid for it. Once you get in the ring, you get a check for it. It's prize fighting. So all of this stuff is the end game. So yeah, man, this fight, man, this card, man, I'm real happy about this shit, man. Because I'm not happy about all the things that go with, like, I don't agree with all the way shit is all open wide right now. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't agree with it, but I still want to see these fights. Good for boxing, man. Boxing needs this summer. It's very, very crucial for how the rest of the world sees boxing going forward. This summer is going to be big for all the dickheads in the world. Yes, I'm talking to all of you. All you dickheads in the world that try to say boxing is dead and UFC is better and all that. I'm not saying UFC ain't popping, but y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is a part of a lot of people's cultures, heritage. You know what I'm saying? I know it's mixed martial arts is and all that too, but not UFC, not in the form that it's put out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, but boxing ain't dead. Plain and simple. Boxing ain't dead. All right. And I can talk like, yo, boxing gonna show y'all this summer. Boxing ain't dead. And then, like,
Listen, it's not even summertime yet, and look what's already happening.
Oh, and it's gonna go all through the summer.
In 1 month, look what's popping off in 1 month.
It's gonna go all through the summer, man.
Oh man.
All the way into Mexican independence with Canelo.
Man, there's fights that's still brewing. What's going to still happen?
That's gonna pop up. Like you heard about, like when you hear about Andy Ruiz?
Yeah, I heard about Andy Ruiz and oh boy,
Luis Ortiz.
There we go. Yeah, I'm hearing something like that, but I'm hearing Luis Ruiz don't want. I don't think Ruiz really want the smoke or some shit.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't know what you heard, boss. He was
That's what I'm
supposed to
saying.
fight. He was supposed to fight somebody else, and it fell through. So Luis Ortiz, boom. That's it.
That's a big fight right there.
That's happening, and that's in July. That's in the summertime. Yep.
Big boy fight. Big boy fight.
Hell yeah. That's a good fight, man. That's a real good fight. You know what I mean? Like, and that was just thrown in. That wasn't like in there like that. You know,
I'm saying
seeing
that's
Andy Ruiz come back, everybody wants to see that, but
they're gonna be a lot of cards that's gonna end up just popping out of nowhere. People are gonna be like, "Ooh, give me that."
yeah, because of the fact that shit's starting to open up. Shit is starting to open up, so now we're getting all these cards. Now we're getting all these fights. I mean, we even got that nut shit with Floyd Mayweather happening soon. You know what I'm saying? So shit is crazy. Hey, wait a minute. There's two of you. I know I be getting high. I be getting high. I mean, if y'all didn't notice. But there was two of him there. And now he's got some weird ass delay going on.
Hold on.
I need him to fix that because that shit is driving me crazy right now. Yo, if you like, okay, I hope wherever somebody's watching this, like Saturday morning where they at. Because, like, if you in America and you watching this, man, I hope you just, like, You must don't like. Shout out to you because like you ain't got shit to do with your life, just like we don't. All right, well, yeah. Well, I guess Eddie will get back on soon. What I want to talk about real quick before he gets back on is is it me or does it seem like? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's talked about a lot, but like Canelo Alvarez, right? Why is it that people are talking about a guy
You.
fighting contenders? I just want to know, just real quick, this is just random. I just trying to fill the air. But when have you ever heard a champion win a fight and be like, give me the number one contender. Give him to me. Let me give him to me. I'm just trying to, if anybody knows, if anybody's heard a champion win a fight and say, give me the number one contender, let me know. Normally, when they talk to the champion after he wins, he defends his belt, he's with whatever. And if he's aspiring for greatness, he wants to fight somebody else that's a champion. He wants another title.
Sounds like
So
a gun.
I just, when you talk about Canelo ducking people, I want to know, what do people mean by that? Like, have you ever heard, I just want to know, has anybody ever heard of a champion saying, bring me the number one contender, give him to me, I must have it? No, I haven't heard it. I've been watching boxing for fucking decades, and I just really don't remember hearing that. I really hear champions just going on about their business. If the number one contender, you ask them about the number one contender. You feel me? You ask them, and they say, hey, whatever my peoples want to do, we finna do it. It's whatever. That's if that's what it brings, sign the contract and we get it done. And that's how it normally happens. Okay. If a number one contender wins a fight a fight and he look like he next in line to fight somebody that's got some chips, got the hardware, got the belts, then he gonna be like, give me Canelo. That's what he gonna say. Canelo is not gonna knock somebody out or beat somebody and then say, give me the number one contender. Who's the next champion I can fight? Or if I'm gonna fight the number one contender, let him come to me. I'm not gonna call him out. I'm not calling him out.
Right.
You got to earn that. I just don't understand why people don't think like, yo, none of these guys don't have to earn it.
Definitely agree with you on that. Yeah, it have to be earned. Yeah, I'm not just gonna sit around and keep fighting all these, all you, hey, you. No. That's it. Like he said, go fight each other, and then once y'all done fighting each other, then we talk.
We talk exactly. I don't understand what's the harm in this.
Like, why I'm gonna fight you and then fight you? You guys fight each other. The winner of y'all, I fight.
Come see me. Like, I don't understand. Like, people just think. To be honest with you, I don't even think Triple G has earned the right to fight Canelo again. This is how serious I think it is. I don't think the only reason why he has earned it is because they got history. But in regards to what he's been doing since the second fight, fuck no. No, I don't think Triple G deserves to fight him in regards to the way that the trajectory of his career has been since the second fight. Anybody else that fought the way Triple G's fought would not be getting this fight with Canelo.
No,
And he's not even a champ. He won't even be a champion going into the fight. Canelo I think that this is one of those fights that Canelo probably just want to try to get out the way, see if he can show everybody what it is.
Like, and it's gonna be like, "Go, are you happy? Are you happy?"
Yeah, but then nobody's gonna care because they're gonna say Triple G was old. But why won't nobody just say Triple G was old when he lost the second fight? Like, why won't people just say that? It could very well be that. And from my eye, from watching Triple G since that, he's been old. He didn't look the same in the second fight as he did in the first fight. That's for damn sure. And if people don't understand that, then I don't know why. What are we looking at?
Right.
Triple G was on his back foot the whole time in the second fight. I ain't never seen Triple G fight like that before that. A couple other bullshit fights that he fought. I mean, come on, Steve Rose. Who else? I forgot people's names I can't pronounce. The Derevchenko fight, which I low key like, did he really win that fight? Did he really win? You know what I'm saying? Did he really win that fight? Like, I mean, he won, but did he really win? I think he lost because of the fact that you're supposed to smoke him, and he didn't. So I'm just looking like he ain't smoked. He smoked Steve Rose, and everybody smoked Steve Rose. So it's like, what has he really done? He ain't really done much. But then again, I sit back and I think all these other dudes ain't really done much either. They ain't really done much. All the guys that are floating around from 160 to 175 are trying to preserve their bodies so they don't fucking get hit or take a chance at losing so they get out of the Canelo sweepstakes. And if people ain't hip to that, and if people are gonna sit back and be talking about motherfuckers be ducking, why you not talking about the dude? Why you not saying the dude that you campaigning for is ducking? Like, why can't nobody say that? It's just one thing. I keep hearing it all the time. It's just annoying. Coming from an ex-fighter, it's like, yo, you're not going to tell me I'm ducking you, bro.
Exactly.
Like, ducking you man to man, eye to eye, you're not going to tell me I'm ducking you. Like, you got me fucked up. That doesn't even make any sense. And any fighter out here in the world feels my pain. They know. It ain't about all that other extra shit about like ducking you, like running from you in a fight. But when it comes to prize fighting, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Complications come with it. But at the same time, the best fighters should fight the best by beating the best. That's how I look at it. These motherfuckers should be ashamed of themselves. If y'all boxing historians and shit, then you already know I don't go back like super duper far in regards, but I tuned in heavily on how things was going in the 70s. And from the 70s and the 80s, and even more in a lot of parts of the 90s, the best fought the best. They was trying to do everything to unify. It was all about being the undisputed champ. Like, the best fought the best. Like Ali and Frazier, Foreman, Frazier, Norton, Frazier. These guys all fought. Agnew, Burns,
Foreman. Just watching Foreman today. Oh my God.
This is what I'm saying. These boys all fought each other. They all fought each other in the night, like in the head, Holyfield, Bo, Tyson, like Foreman, like just all them guys. They just fought each other. We haven't had that kind of type thing go on for a while. Like, what are real rivalries in boxing? Like, we've had a couple of nice little, rematches and, trilogies and stuff. Like Wilder Fury, where's that? We don't have, like, that. People love that shit so much because it reminds them of how boxing's greatest, the golden years, but, the good times, the real good times. You know what I'm saying?
That I pay to watch that shit again.
Oh yeah.
I pay to watch that shit again.
Yeah, I don't know what everybody there was people saying, "Oh, I don't need to see another fight from them." I'd be like, "Why not? If them boys gonna fight 10 times, let them do it."
If they fight 10 times, it's not gonna be the same outcome. I can tell you that.
I don't care what the outcome is. Them boys can fight 10 times. I'm here for every one of them. I'm here for them.
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same freaking car. I'm in the same truck. Man. Like,
you got the passport going to other countries, dog. Like, come on.
Dog, we in the same airplane on the same fucking next to the same seats, dog. That's how fucking dog. That shit is serious.
Yes, sir. But that kind of feel Boxing ain't had that in a while. Triple G and Canelo kind of fucked it up, but I tell you, I watched the second fight, and I'm like, no, you could just see the taper off. You could see Triple G's game tapering off just a little bit. And it's tapered off just to the point that I don't think he's even got a chance to beat the dude. I'm sorry. Like, it just don't look right. You don't look as fast. The hand speed don't look as fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's what scares me the most. The hand speed don't look as fast. The boy got granite chin, but the hand speed ain't there. So it's like, I don't know, man. The whole ducking thing just be bothering me, man. Like, the logic I be hearing a lot of people talk about just be goofy. Like, I just want to know, like, when have you heard the champions say that? When have you heard the champs say, give me the number one contender? When? That's not how it go. You know what I mean? The champion does his thing. He defends his title for whoever they put in front of him. Unless you got champions that want to unify. Then that's the numbers that everybody should be talking. That's the numbers that once you become a champ, why would you be trying to even fight anybody else?
And that's another thing why I respect Wilder Fury, because that was a fight that even when it was down to this core of the first fight, a lot of people thought it wasn't going to happen. A lot of people thought that fight wasn't going to happen on Wilder and Fury.
Wilder Fury won?
No, yeah, a lot of people thought that that fight wasn't even going to happen at first.
Man, that fight, I mean, yeah, pretty much though. I mean, but like I told you, it was really low key, like a tune up for Wilder, like on the low key tip, like it really was. On the low, Wilder versus Fury was supposed to be a tune up for Wilder because Fury looked like shit in his 2 tune-up fights before he got back, before he fought Fury. I mean Wilder, excuse me.
And that's another thing what you were just saying. Like, it was supposed to be in there, get him out of there, cut the check, next. But it didn't go that way. He went up in weight, did what he wanted to do, second fight, and all this extra shit, But we ain't talking about that.
Nope.
No.
But yeah, boxing don't have that. Boxing need, but you would get that if you had, like, for instance, let's say Bud and Spence fight. Their next fight is them fighting each other, right? They fight a great fight. Even if Spence get knocked out or Crawford get knocked out, or they fight a great fight to the decision. You know what I'm saying? And the boys just be like, let's do it again. Let's do it again. That don't happen like that no more. Like, these dudes get into a war with one of these cats, they deflect, duck, and dodge everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard, but Tank Davis kept it a buck. When he fought Cruz, he was like, would you give him another run? He just looked right at Jim Gray and said, no. Hell no. Like, because that's the vibe I be getting from a lot of these guys that fight. They got the talent, but like, it'd be like, yo, get them in a war with somebody, and you start talking about rematches. The only time it seemed like in the new, like right now, no disrespect, but a lot of these dudes only want rematches is if they got a rematch clause and they lose.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be like, have a great fight.
It won't be a champion versus a champion type shit. It would be a champion versus someone with no belt.
Yeah, regardless, like, even if it's a champion versus champion, right? Then a lot of times they be having like rematch clauses and shit like that. They might run them back. But I'm just saying, like, you want to keep running it back. Like, you want a rubber match. Like, if it comes out funny, if the second fight comes out even good, or it doesn't put a definitive conclusion on who's the better fighter, then fuck it, do it again. Mm-hmm. Fight him again. You'll make Yo, trilogies, when you fighting in trilogy,
Chocolatito.
make make your money. Yeah, facts. Fight him again.
Chocolatito.
Fight him again. Like that's the these dudes be like, yo, they get into a war with somebody, they be like, they be asking them, oh, what about a rematch? They be like, well, I have to talk to my promoter and I have to see what I want to do with my career and in the future. I was even thinking about moving up. Like, if we want that smoke.
We was
Like, yo,
asking all
Josh,
of that. We was asking what you wanted to do. We're asking you. You're the fucking fighter. Stop
exactly.
beating around the bush and start opening up and start telling us the truth. Tell us that no mas Chenko. No
Yeah,
mas. No mas. No mas. I don't want to go ahead and fight him no more.
yeah,
He
yeah.
gave me, he gave
Say
me
it.
a
If that's
he gave me my
say
money's
that, you
worth.
feel me? That's what
Right.
it is. Say that then.
Like, let's be upfront.
Say that then. You know what I mean?
Like, dog, you had this dude Wilder, like mopped on the floor. Referee called off the fight. He's up, like getting up, like, yo, I got this. I'm about to show him. I still got something. Like, dude, chill, 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 chill. Like, Wilder was gonna get back up. You saw the replay. That's the dog. Like, yo, you seen, yo, like, come on. Like, you're not gonna get a better fight than that, though.
Um, I mean, yeah, I get it, but how do you know? You
How do
talking
I
about
know?
you talking about some shit that already happened. I'm talking about like we can have fights that great if the greats fight the greats. Like the good fighters have to fight the good fighters. Like it's just all they do. Like cards like tomorrow, like are weird because there's actually there's no guarantee, but the fighters are all kind of like I won't say they're not evenly matched, but they're skilled guys that they could all be entertaining fights. They all can be on the card
So will you say all
because the
these cars
quality
are
of the
leaning
fight.
one way?
Say it again.
Will you say all these cars are leaning one way?
You mean the fight? You talking about like you mean in the uh period? You mean like as a whole? Period? Hell
And
yeah.
in a whole, like, do you think the whole card is like
Hell yeah.
an event for Isaac Cruz to win, for Spence to win? You know, you feel me? Like, is that's
No,
how?
no, no. That's not how I see this. I think the Gamboa fight for Cruz, they trying to look at that as a somewhat of a showcase. You feel me? But the rest of the fights, that of course there's favorites in all of them, but the guys that they're fighting are, they're fighters. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
They,
mean,
they
yeah,
ain't
I
just
get what you're saying.
pushovers.
Right, right. You
They
got
can make
Cuba,
it. They can make it fun.
you got Cuba, U.S. You got fucking Mexico, what, Venezuela or some shit like that.
Look, man,
Like, come on,
all
man.
these dudes can fight. These dudes can fight, and a lot of the times I watch cards where I know everything that's gonna happen all the way from the top of the card to the bottom of the card. And the reason why it's like that is because that one guy might be fighting, you just know, like, bro, he's not on this level. He's just not on that level. But these fights go on anyway. And that's why I'm so impressed with this card because it's just got competitive fights on paper. Who knows what we're going to get in the finished product? For all we know, they could be 6 hugging matches. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But on paper, this is what you want if you're a boxing fan. If you're out here and you're watching, then you know these kind of cards is what we
Some
get do it for. This is what we
someone on
watch
Twitch
for.
says Ugas gets knocked out in the fourth round.
Ugas knocked out in the fourth. Hey, listen, if that damn dog, that Errol Spence that I know, the one who I still think he's the best welterweight in the world, but if that Kell Brook ass Errol Spence ass motherfucker decides to peek his head out, look out. That's not the smoke people want.
Nope, just pack it up good night and says hasta luego, hasta mañana.
Oh, yeah, my bad. But he'll throw it up on the grill, you know what I'm saying? And he got that Texas barbecue ready to straight mesquite smoke for these boys. They better hope that Spence is the Garcia Spence. They better hope that, because that will keep your ribs from getting barbecue mesquite smoked by Earl Spence. You feel what I'm saying to you, bro?
Right.
Yo, Eddie.
Man, I can't wait. This is gonna be fucking.
Bro.
This is gonna be lit.
Family.
You said you can hear me now? Yeah. What you said?
Maybe it's me, man. Can you hear me? Testing.
Yeah, I hear you.
Nah, man, you're out, bro. Can't hear you.
Nothing at all.
Look, we pretty much coming up to our cap time anyway. We usually try to do streams around like between an hour and 15 minutes. Let's see if my guy's back in.
Yeah, yo.
Okay, thank you. Got a mic check so we can hear him. I mean, we coming up around to our time. We about to end this soon anyway. We usually try to keep between an hour and a half.
Right. So we already got to our what we want to be at and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like we were talking about before you got cut off, like it's just crazy that so many of these cards are just basically just showcases of a talented fighter's skills, you know. And then it'd be crazy, like you got three guys. They be having fights, three guys in the same division on the same card. You get what I'm saying? And they're all like top guys in the division, and they ain't fighting each other. Like that stuff right there be weird to me.
Let's put it this way. It's happening.
Yeah, among other great fights coming soon, man. Right, we tuned in, we locked in. I hope all of our watchers that are watching, we appreciate you watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that fly goofy shit. Please. Like, what else are you doing with your life? If you're here, like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, man. Tell your peoples. If you got peoples that like boxing, tell them to sub. Come on down. This is just regular good old-fashioned boxing talk. We try not to get into the extra stuff, even though the extra stuff seems to find its way in. We try to just basically talk about straight up boxing. Straight up. I mean, we'll talk about other things, but when it comes to the boxing, we try to keep it unbiased and politic free as possible. Yeah, we may troll a little bit, talk a little shit, but it's still unbiased and, just basically just keeping it straight up about fights, not about the politics, not so much about that, because that shit is corny. That shit is real corny. We know it comes with it, but we don't like to talk about it. We let y'all have that. We let everybody else talk about that shit. We don't do that over here.
We already have enough to do on our fucking free time.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yes, sir, man. We got all kinds of other shit going on in our lives. You know what I mean? But very, very geeked, excited as hell for this card, man. I got Spence. Still, I'm gonna go with the split majority. I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with that. That's what I'm sticking with. I'm gonna stick with Spence split. You looking at me like, say what? Like, well, damn, shit. What are you talking about, my good sir? Like, what you talking about? Like,
Me?
yeah, what you
I
finna troll
know
me?
nothing.
You
Me?
about
I
to
know
troll me?
nothing.
You about to troll me?
Me? I know nothing.
Yeah, yeah, because you probably over there saying you think Ugas gonna win or some shit. Yeah, you know nothing. I like Ugas though. I ain't gonna front. I like Ugas. He's
and
good, damn good fighter. They don't give
and
him the props he deserved neither.
and new. That's all I gotta
Yes,
say.
somebody's gonna hear that regardless, though, bro.
That's all I gotta say. And new.
And knew what? Like, it knew who? And knew what? Because they both got belts.
And new.
Yeah, right.
I got it going, to be honest, all 12 rounds. All 12 round unanimous decision for no. I say unanimous. I'm sorry, majority decision by Spence.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close. But man, don't let that old Spence come out there. Don't let it happen. I'm just hoping that shit don't happen.
No, there's gonna be problems from start to finish. But like he said, like, subscribe. We're gonna be doing that watch party tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. We're gonna be going live, maybe not for the first fight, but for the second undercard we go live there. So stay tuned for that. You already know. Thank you for watching, my boy.
Yeah, man. Eddie, you have a good night. I know it's late as shit where you at. You know what I'm saying? My night finna just start. I'm about to just roll me up a big fatty. I might put an eighth in the joint. It's one of those type of nights. It's Fat Joint Friday, my good sir. It's Fat Joint Friday. And I want to say everybody watching, we appreciate you. Thank you once again. And enjoy your Fat Joint Friday. Because I'm gonna enjoy mine. Uh um, everybody stay safe out there. Have fun. Live your life. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. How you doing? We love the ladies when they watch. It's a beautiful thing when the ladies are watching. They get to look at these ugly faces. Yeah. Check us out. Live in 3D. Fat Joint Friday. Yes, indeed it is. Yes, it is. And we're going to smoke a fatty.
Not for me. It's gonna
Yeah.
be it's gonna
Yeah,
be a
you're right.
small joint Saturday for
Saturday.
me.
Yeah. Good.
Ooh.
Zap. That was heat right there. Very good. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh man, definitely it's a Saturday on my end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yo, man, but that's why this is coastal boxing, baby. 3 different time zones, baby. We still find a way to link, get it together. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, so what? Once
Like
again,
I
everybody,
always be saying, if you don't know, now you know.
thanks. Like I said, everybody, thanks once again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. This is Coastal Boxing Club. I am Chi Ming. That motherfucker right there is Eddie Unsteady. And
Where
we
he
are Ghosts. Peace.